So the first question here is from Linda, and she's asking about LinkedIn groups. So the gist of this is she's basically explaining that she's managing a closed LinkedIn group and asking about what are the key benefits of creating a closed group, but also what advice do we have regarding the strategies to take to meet their goals, in particular in growing the group. So here's the challenge with LinkedIn groups. If you have an unlisted group, there's really not a lot you can do. You don't have as many options to grow your group as you do if you have a standard group. So really quick, I created a test group. And in this group, I just called it test group private. So in this test group, the only thing that you can really do is invite other people. So you can search connections by name, but you can't find this group in search, and you can't promote it through LinkedIn ads. So if you do have to have an unlisted group, your best option is to invite people. So your strategy should be around anything you can do to be super active with this and encourage others to invite people as well. So your strategy might be to maybe you're having an event. So in the question here, it was talking about it's for a local professional IT group. So maybe, and she said they're educating and supporting a group with their common interests and career growth. So maybe they go to a career fair periodically, and maybe they get a list of emails. You can actually search your connections by name, connect with those people, and send them an email. And so this could be one of your strategies. You can also, once people are in your group and they have joined your group, you could also encourage them to invite other people. So that would just be a consistent strategy. You don't want to be too overwhelming and annoying about it, but from time to time when it's right and it flows with the conversation, you might want to recommend, hey, if you know other people that might be great for this job, or if you know other people that would be interested in this opportunity or in this educational opportunity, invite them to the group. So that would be one thing you can do. However, I'm going to recommend that you explore the option of having this as standard group. And so really quick, if you have a group like this, you can actually manage the group. So you would click on manage, and you can change your group. You would go to group details, and you can change it from unlisted to standard. And it's really great. Right here, it tells you exactly what you can expect. Members can invite other members in a standard group, and the group is visible in search results. In an unlisted group, only the owner, managers, and moderators may invite members. So if you're kind of back to my last point, if you're going to encourage other people to invite each other to the group, you have to make them an owner, a manager, or a moderator. That might be fine if you want to make everyone a moderator, but if you don't want to make everyone a moderator and give them that control, that's just another barrier to how you can, to the options you have for growing your group. So with this LinkedIn group, you might want to consider having a standard group. So the thing about an unlisted group is you really have to, so one of the questions that Linda asked over here is, what are the key benefits of having a closed group, and is it a common thing? Well, if you have an unlisted or a closed group, maybe the content there is super it's secret, it's private, it can't go out, it's really confidential. If that's the case, then maybe an unlisted group makes sense. However, something to keep in mind is even in a standard group, people cannot view the posts in that group unless they are a member. Here's an example. So here's a standard group. I can ask to join this group. I simply found this group by searching. I just searched social media and I found this group. But as you can see, I cannot see anything about this group other than who's in it. I can see who the admins are, and I can see which one of my connections. These are only the people I'm connected with who are also members of this group. I can view some details about the group, but that's it. I cannot view any of the posts. So if you're worried about people viewing your posts, then you don't really have to make it an unlisted view. Unlisted group. They're going to see the posts only if they're part of the group. So my recommendation here would be Consider having a standard group, because if you have a standard group, you're going to open up the opportunity for a lot more ways to grow your group. And here's a few of them. First of all, you can optimize your description of the group, and you can use keywords. So when you're in your group, you can actually, as you manage your group here, you can actually add a description. You can add all kinds of keywords. You can add, in your group details, you can actually add, a title that has keywords in it and a description. And because it is a standard group, if you change to a standard group, it becomes searchable. So if you want people to be found, maybe you're a social media marketing group, then you would use social media marketing in the description. Another thing that you can do, as we mentioned here, is any member can invite other members in a standard group. So you could use that strategy of encouraging everyone to invite their peers, but you don't have to make everyone a moderator to do it if you have a standard group. Another way that you can grow your group is consider asking relevant people to promote your group to their members and then offer them an incentive in return. So think about, you may have some ideas of influencers, and if there are some big influencers and they're relevant, that's the key. You don't want to just go ask an influencer. Maybe there's someone who's an influencer in the parenting industry, that's really great with, moms. But if you have a product or service that's not geared towards moms, that's not an influencer that you want to invite people to this group. You want to invite people that have, that have relevant interests. And you might offer them an incentive. Hey, I'd love to take you out for lunch or coffee and talk about how, together we can work on, really helping our respective connections discover this group and learn more about the things we have to offer in the group. You could also send a newsletter to your email database. So if you have an email database, and a lot of businesses do, potentially you could just send an email that says, hey, we have this new group. We'd love for you to join. Or, hey, did you know that we have this group that's super engaging and we share a tip on every Monday on how to, boost your social media followers or something like that. So, just kind of making stuff up here, but those are some ideas of what you might do. And so if you want to invite people to join the group, you would basically go to the group, and you can actually take the word edit off the end, or you can just go to the group itself. This is the link to your group. And you can simply copy that, and then you paste it into the email database. So you're probably thinking, well, gee, if I can copy this, I can copy and paste this anywhere. And you're absolutely right. As long as it is a standard group, you can copy and paste your group link anywhere that you want people to be able to click on it and join your group. You can even do a sponsored ad post. So those are really easy to set up in LinkedIn, and you can do this to promote the group through sponsored ads. So that would appear in someone's LinkedIn wall, for example, in their newsfeed. So great question. So basically, Linda, what I would recommend for you here is consider making this a standard group, because unless there's something that's just really super secretive, like you can't allow other people to see maybe who's in the group or who are admins of the group, I would really seriously consider changing it to a standard group, because you're going to have a lot more opportunities to that are going to open up for you in order to grow that LinkedIn group.